there, friends, Laurie here, and I welcome you to my weekly predictions. And this week I'll be looking into the week of July 27th, 2025. And for the month of July, I've been using the Sacred Tarot, the Sacred Circle Tarot by Anne Franklin. All right, so let's give the cards a shuffle and see what Spirit has in store for us. And I want to correct myself, so it's Anna Franklin. I want to make sure I honor the creator of this deck. All right, so we're going to give the cards a shuffle and see what Spirit has in store for us this week. All righty, so we're going to pull a card from the front of the deck, the middle, and the back of the deck. All right, let's see what we've got. The first card is the Moon reversed, and I want to say this, that this card has been popping up quite a bit these days, not just in the reverse position, but also in the upright position. So the Moon reversed is definitely making its presence known, and the Moon has to do with so many different energies, right? Just like with all of the cards, they have multiple meanings and there are limitless interpretations. So we'll see which one applies in this week's reading. So then we have the Eight of Wands, and then we have the Ten of Cups. So the question is, what stories is your negative ego telling you? The part of you that is easily triggered, that has a lot of that there's a lot of emotion behind our reaction, and some of these stories may not be supporting us or belief systems, and then it's almost like pouring water on a gremlin. Remember the gremlins? And the water being poured on them, if they get any water on them, they just multiply. That's what I'm seeing with this week, with our thoughts and some of the negative ego loops that we have going through our mind and our thoughts. So just be mindful of that, because it can only cause more disruption and challenge for ourselves. So let's try to be mindful of that. And so I want to share the reminder that each reading is, whether it's for yourself or as I'm working with the collective here, or someone's doing a reading for you, it's a snapshot in time. So don't forget that, right? So this is a possibility. And sometimes if we have some knowledge of things to keep our eyes on or have a lookout for, then we can kind of shift that energy before it grows into this whole big drama-filled situation. Because there is that potential that we may self-sabotage, or we may say something or react in a way that is not healthy with our relationships and our path, all because the negative ego wants to be fed. So that Moon reversed is about the energy of illusion and making something into where it doesn't, making something into what, making a mountain into a molehill into a mountain. Oh my goodness. So I'm just going to kind of roll with that, right? We are in the cycle of Mercury Retrograde. So yeah, there could be some miscommunication and some wonkiness with our words, but just know that there is that potential of blowing something way out of proportion that doesn't need to be blown out of proportion. All right, so let's just be mindful of that. All right, so lots of sage, lots of palo santo, lots of connecting with nature, grounding ourselves and keeping ourselves in the present moment, keeping our focus in this present moment. All right, my friends, thank you so much for tuning in each and every week. I'm Laurie Barraco. Namaste. Bye-bye.